tonight. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
A touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him a penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough. One of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Ravens, it's 6-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now 2nd and 9. They run over center with Mitchell. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. You look at this Raiders defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call a defensive play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
Looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw there complete to Myers. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
Touchdown Raiders! Jacoby Myers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills.
Yep.
And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Second drive of the game. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They work now on 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Garoppolo on first down. And it's complete to Adams. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Kenny Pickett leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Van Jefferson, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. The Ravens were led in that first half by, who else? The former MVP, Lamar Jackson. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, Jacobs. Room here to run. Gets past one man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that one too wide and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to Adams. Down the sideline he goes. Devontae Adams. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens will take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for
is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward. Jet sweep. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Ah, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's Jackson to throw. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Sample. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Myers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Garoppolo now.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
There's Garoppolo to throw.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo.
And it's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw is Garoppolo. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the fair catch taken. No time to come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Here's Jackson.
They'll roll him out right.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from long, very long range. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they fall to 6-6.